In a world where choices define our paths, the wisdom of ancient philosophy offers a beacon of clarity. Consider the words of Marcus Aurelius. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. These timeless insights invite us to rethink the way we make decisions every day. Have you ever paused to wonder how the principles of Stoicism might transform the choices you face? Today, we'll unravel the enduring wisdom of the Stoics, exploring how their teachings can illuminate the way to better decision-making. Prepare to delve into a realm where ancient guidance meets modern life, offering profound truths that might just change how you navigate your journey. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere, from the relentless buzzing of our phones to the constant stream of updates and notifications. It can feel almost impossible to stay grounded and focused. Amidst this chaos, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers a refreshing practice, embracing the present moment. The Stoics taught that true clarity in decision-making arises from being fully present, allowing us to face each choice with a calm and steady mind. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once remarked, "Everywhere is nowhere." When a person spends all their time in foreign travel, they end by having many acquaintances but no friends. This quote reminds us of the importance of being here, now, rather than spreading our focus too thin across a multitude of concerns. Living in the present moment doesn't just mean ignoring the future. It's about fully engaging with the task at hand without letting our minds be pulled in 100 different directions. Think about a time when you were so absorbed in a project or activity that everything else faded away. It is in these moments of complete immersion that we harness the power to make decisions with greater clarity and confidence. When we focus on immediate tasks rather than being consumed by future anxieties, we clear the mental fog and can see the path ahead with precision. Consider this: how many times have you found yourself in the middle of a conversation but already planning your response? Or perhaps attending a meeting while simultaneously checking your emails or thinking about what's next on your to-do list? These behaviors are common, yet they rob us of the present moment and diminish our capacity to make informed and thoughtful decisions. The Stoics understood that by anchoring ourselves in the now, we free up mental resources to deal with what truly matters. To put this practice into action, try this simple exercise. The next time you find your mind wandering during a task, take a moment to pause. Notice your breath, the sensations in your body, and gently bring your focus back to what you are doing right now. Just this small shift in attention can cultivate a deeper sense of presence and improve your decision-making skills. Reflect for a moment on your own life. How often do you truly engage in the present? How might your decisions change if you learn to focus more on the current moment rather than being swept away by the tides of distraction? By embracing the art of Stoicism and living in the present, you might find that your decisions are not only clearer, but that your life becomes richer and more fulfilling. As we continue to explore the pathway to better decision-making, let this practice remind you of the power that lies in simplicity. By consistently choosing to center ourselves in the present, we can transform not only the quality of our decisions, but the quality of our lives. Have you ever made a decision in the heat of the moment, only to regret it later? It's a common experience, one that highlights just how powerful our emotions can be. The Stoics, well aware of this human tendency, championed the idea of rationality as a guiding principle for decision-making. They believed that by prioritizing reason over passion, we could navigate life with a clearer mind and make choices that truly align with our values and long-term goals. One of the key figures in Stoic philosophy, Epictetus, famously said, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them." This quote underscores the importance of perception and judgment in our emotional responses and decision-making processes. According to Epictetus, our emotions are often a result of how we interpret situations rather than the situations themselves. By examining and reframing our judgments, we can mitigate the sway of emotions and approach decisions with a cooler head. Imagine a scenario where you're faced with a challenging situation at work. Perhaps a colleague has criticized you and your immediate reaction is anger. It's all too easy to lash out or make a hasty decision that you might regret later. However, by applying Stoic rationality, you pause and consider the situation more objectively. Instead of reacting from a place of hurt or pride, you assess the feedback rationally, evaluate its validity, and decide on a constructive response. This measured approach not only prevents unnecessary conflict, but often leads to personal and professional growth. Another everyday example might be managing personal finances. In moments of desire, the allure of buying a new gadget or going on an expensive vacation can be overwhelming. Emotions tell us that these purchases will bring happiness, but by stepping back and questioning whether these decisions align with your financial goals, you might realize that saving for a long-term investment offers greater satisfaction and security. So, how do we cultivate this rational approach in our own lives? One practical step is to create a habit of reflection. After making a decision, big or small, take a moment to ask yourself, was this choice driven by my emotions or a rational assessment of the situation? Over time, regularly practicing this reflection helps develop a more disciplined mind, one that naturally leans toward rationality. Encouragingly, even decisions made in the past can be valuable learning tools. Reflect on a recent choice you made. Was it guided more by emotion or reason? What might you have done differently with a clearer head? These reflections are not about self-criticism, but about cultivating a greater awareness of how we think and decide, guiding us toward more rational choices in the future. By embracing the Stoic practice of rationality, we equip ourselves to handle life's challenges with greater wisdom and clarity. As we continue this journey into Stoic wisdom, remember that every decision is an opportunity to practice reason over passion, leading to more fulfilling and considered outcomes. Imagine standing in the heart of the Roman Empire, amidst the grandeur of its towering structures and bustling streets wrapped in the hum of ancient civilization. At its zenith, the empire was a testament to human achievement and endurance. Yet, history teaches us a profound lesson through its very decline: nothing lasts forever. Even the mightiest empires, with their seemingly unshakable dominion, eventually fall. This historical tapestry serves as a powerful reminder of a Stoic core principle: impermanence. The Stoics deeply understood the transient nature of life and used this understanding to shape their decisions. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, eloquently encapsulated this truth with his words: "Time is like a river made up of the events which happen, and a violent stream, for as soon as a thing has been seen, it is carried away and another comes in its place." This imagery of time as a relentless river highlights the ephemeral quality of our experiences, possessions, and even our identities. Recognizing impermanence invites us to re-evaluate how we value decisions. When we accept that status, wealth, and even our physical existence are temporary, we become more inclined to focus on what truly matters. Instead of chasing fleeting gratifications, we can make choices that reflect enduring values. These might include decisions that foster deep relationships, personal growth, or contribute positively to the greater community. In essence, embracing impermanence can lead us to live more purposefully. Consider the example of career decisions. Many people invest significant energy striving for promotions and accolades, believing these achievements will provide lasting satisfaction. Yet, the satisfaction from such achievements often fades, leaving us yearning for more. By viewing career choices through the lens of impermanence, we may prioritize meaningful work that aligns with our passions and values over temporary gains. Such decisions not only lead to greater fulfillment but also resilience, as we become less attached to outcomes that are beyond our control. Another area where this concept proves transformative is in our personal lives. Relationships, for instance, are constantly evolving. By acknowledging their impermanent nature, we can appreciate the present moment with loved ones more profoundly, detaching from unrealistic expectations and savoring the connections we have. This mindfulness encourages us to nurture and value the time spent together, knowing that each moment is precious and unique. So, what aspects of your life do you perceive as permanent? Take a moment to reflect on your relationships, possessions, and achievements. Are there elements you hold on to, mistakenly believing they will last forever? What decisions could you make today that would reflect long-lasting values rather than temporary satisfactions? In coming to terms with impermanence, the Stoics suggest that we shift our focus from external validations to internal virtues, qualities like courage, wisdom, and kindness that endure regardless of life's fleeting circumstances. When our decisions are guided by these timeless principles, we cultivate a life of meaning and integrity, resilient to the inevitable changes we face. As we journey through the teachings of Stoicism, let the understanding of impermanence be a guiding light in the decisions we make. By embracing the ephemeral nature of life, we open ourselves to the richness of each moment, making choices that resonate with the deepest values of who we aspire to be. In our complex and ever-changing world, stress is often an inevitable companion, arising from situations and events that fall beyond our control. Consider the anxiety of uncertain economic conditions, the unexpected upheaval of a global pandemic, or even the unpredictable actions of others. These stressors remind us of just how little control we actually have over external circumstances. However, Stoic philosophy offers a valuable insight. While we may not govern external events, we do possess the power to regulate our responses to them. The distinction between what we can control and what we cannot lies at the heart of Stoic practice. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, succinctly captured this notion in his teachings. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Through this lens, Stoicism encourages us to focus on our internal sphere, our thoughts, choices, and attitudes, while accepting the external world as it unfolds. Let's explore this concept through a workplace scenario. Imagine you are part of a team responsible for delivering a critical project. Suddenly, unforeseen technical issues arise, threatening to derail your timeline. While you can't control the malfunction itself, you can choose how you respond. Do you become overwhelmed with frustration and stress, or do you focus on constructive actions like troubleshooting, seeking support, and maintaining a positive outlook for your team? By concentrating on what you can do rather than worrying about what you can't, you channel your energy into solutions rather than stress. In a similar vein, the practice of accepting what lies beyond our control plays a crucial role in stress management. Picture a situation where a colleague's behavior is causing tension in a team. It's tempting to spend time and energy trying to change them, but Stoicism advises us to shift focus inward. Instead of fixating on others, we should concentrate on our response. This might mean setting boundaries, seeking dialogue, or even adjusting our own expectations. The result is a peace born from prioritizing our own actions and attitudes over external factors. Reflecting on personal experiences, many people find profound relief in surrendering control. Think of a time when you let go of an outcome beyond your influence, perhaps during a job application process or a medical diagnosis. By accepting the limits of your influence, you likely experienced a sense of peace and liberation. This acceptance doesn't imply passivity, rather, it empowers you to approach life's uncertainties with resilience and clarity. This perspective allows us to remain grounded amid life's inevitable storms. By regularly practicing the Stoic discipline of focusing on what we can control, we develop an inner fortitude that shields us from unnecessary anxiety and despair. This doesn't mean we turn a blind eye to challenges, but rather we engage with them from a place of strength and serenity. As you navigate your own life, consider how you can apply this principle of distinguishing between control and acceptance. What stressors in your life could be eased by shifting your focus? How might accepting external events transform your approach to daily challenges? In embracing this Stoic practice, we cultivate a mindset that values personal agency over external circumstances. This shift not only reduces stress but also enhances our ability to live with purpose and peace. As we continue exploring the teachings of Stoicism, let this lesson guide us in pursuing a life where inner strength and outer acceptance coexist harmoniously. Imagine ending your day with a moment of quiet contemplation. The ancient Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature, recognized the immense value in this simple practice. Nightly reflections were a cornerstone of their daily routine, providing an opportunity to examine one's thoughts, actions, and decisions with honesty and clarity. This practice of reflection wasn't just an exercise in self-awareness, it was a vital tool for personal growth and improved decision-making. The philosopher Seneca, known for his insightful letters and teachings, was a strong advocate for the practice of self-examination. He once advised, "We should every night call ourselves to an account. What infirmity have I mastered today? What passions opposed? What temptation resisted? What virtue acquired?" These questions, though ancient, offer timeless guidance in our journey toward self-improvement. By engaging in nightly reflections, we create a space to learn from our experiences, paving the way for wiser decisions in the future. Consider incorporating a structured journaling practice into your evening routine. This could be as simple as jotting down a few thoughts in a notebook or maintaining a digital journal. Start by asking yourself open-ended questions similar to those Seneca proposed. What choices did I make today? Were they aligned with my core values? What did I learn from my interactions and experiences? By writing down your thoughts, you encourage a deeper level of analysis, helping you identify patterns in your behavior and thought processes. Over time, this practice can illuminate areas for growth and uncover hidden biases that might cloud your judgment. An end-of-day review offers another practical approach to reflection. Take a few moments before bed to mentally retrace the steps of your day. Reflect on key decisions and their outcomes, acknowledge successes, and consider any missteps without judgment. Ask yourself, what could I have done differently? How can I apply these insights to future choices? This mental exercise fosters a habit of continuous learning and self-awareness that empowers you to make more considered decisions, rooted in reflection rather than impulse. Reflective practices offer profound personal insights, but they also enhance our understanding of others. By examining your own responses to daily events, you cultivate empathy and better understand the perspectives of those around you. This empathy can be invaluable in decision-making, especially when your choices impact other people. Now, take a moment to reflect on your own life. How has self-reflection contributed to your personal growth? Can you recall a time when taking the time to reflect led to a significant shift in your mindset or behavior? These moments of introspection can be revealing, highlighting the transformative power of reflection in our lives. As you incorporate these practices into your daily routine, remember that reflection is not about dwelling on past mistakes with regret. Rather, it's about viewing your experiences as opportunities for growth and learning. By regularly engaging in nightly reflections, you build a foundation of mindfulness and self-awareness that enriches your decision-making process. The Stoics understood that wisdom emerges from a continual process of learning and self-examination. As we progress on this journey through their teachings, let the practice of reflection anchor us in the present and guide us toward a more thoughtful and intentional life. Picture this: you're walking through a bustling shopping mall, surrounded by vibrant displays and enticing offers. Suddenly, a new gadget catches your eye with its sleek design and tantalizing features. The urge to buy it right then and there is overwhelming. We've all been in similar situations where impulsive decision-making leads us to choices we might later question or regret. In such moments, the philosophy of Stoicism teaches us a valuable lesson in the power of deliberate delay. The practice of postponing decisions is a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom, designed to counteract the impulsive tendencies that can cloud our judgment. The Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius advised, "Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by and another takes its place." This insight underscores the importance of patience, especially when faced with choices that demand clarity and thoughtfulness. By deliberately delaying a decision, we give ourselves the gift of time to reflect, to weigh the pros and cons, and to gain perspective. This pause enables us to step back from immediate impulses and assess the situation with a clearer mind. Consider the example of financial decisions, which often involve significant consequences. Instead of succumbing to impulse buys or hasty investments, a period of reflection allows us to evaluate our options, ensuring that our decisions align with our long-term financial goals. In interpersonal relationships, the ability to delay decisions can be equally transformative. Imagine a heated argument with a friend or family member where emotions are running high. The immediate desire might be to respond sharply, but postponing the response provides a chance to let emotions settle. By taking time to reflect, you might choose words that foster understanding and reconciliation rather than further conflict. This practice nurtures healthier, more harmonious relationships built on understanding and empathy. Think back to a time when you postponed a decision. Perhaps it was holding off on accepting a job offer or delaying a major purchase. Did waiting change the outcome for the better? Often, postponing allows us to gather additional information or see things from a new perspective, leading to decisions that are more informed and aligned with our true intentions. To harness the power of deliberate delay, begin by recognizing when a decision can afford to wait. Not every choice requires immediate action. Practice mindfulness by acknowledging the impulse to act quickly and then consciously choosing to pause. During this pause, engage in activities that clear your mind, such as taking a walk or meditating. This mental space is crucial for regaining perspective and ensuring your decision is both rational and well considered. Ultimately, the practice of deliberate delay is about cultivating patience and intentionality in our decision-making processes. It's about recognizing that the best choices often require time and careful consideration. By incorporating this Stoic practice into your life, you foster a mindset that values thoughtful deliberation over impulsive action, leading to choices that reflect your deepest values and aspirations. As we continue to explore the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, let the practice of deliberate delay serve as a reminder of the strength found in patience and reflection. In a world that often encourages haste, choosing to pause can be a powerful act of wisdom and self-control. Life is an unpredictable journey, filled with turns that even the most meticulous planning cannot foresee. We find ourselves at times standing on the precipice of challenges that shake the very core of our being. Yet, it's in these moments of uncertainty and adversity that the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers us a powerful tool: resilience. This capacity to endure and bounce back from hardship is not just a survival mechanism, it is a means to thrive amidst chaos and emerge stronger. Epictetus, a revered Stoic philosopher, wisely observed, "We are not disturbed by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens." This insight underscores the Stoic belief that while we may not control external events, we hold the power to govern our responses to them. Resilience, then, is cultivated by mastering our perceptions and reactions, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. History is replete with stories of resilience that exemplify this Stoic principle. Consider the life of Admiral James Stockdale, a U.S. naval officer captured during the Vietnam War. Stockdale drew upon Stoic teachings to endure years of confinement and torture. He famously practiced and advocated what became known as the Stockdale paradox, maintaining unwavering faith that he would prevail in the end, while simultaneously confronting the brutal realities of his situation. His story not only illustrates the depth of human resilience, but also highlights the practical application of Stoic principles in profoundly challenging circumstances. On a more personal level, resilience often emerges from the everyday challenges we face. Maybe it's the loss of a job, a health crisis, or a painful breakup. Each situation poses its unique difficulties, yet also presents an opportunity to tap into our inner strength and adaptability. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we learn to view these challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as vital experiences that refine our character and fortitude. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. Think about a recent challenge that tested your resilience. How did you respond? Did you let the situation overwhelm you, or did you find a way to rise above it? Perhaps you sought the support of friends or family, adjusted your plans, or focused on the aspects you could control. These responses, whether big or small, are the manifestations of resilience and serve as a testament to your inner strength and adaptability. To cultivate resilience, consider incorporating daily practices that align with Stoic teachings. Start by reframing setbacks as learning experiences. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can it contribute to my personal growth? This shift in perspective not only helps you endure challenges, but also empowers you to transform them into stepping stones for future success. Moreover, engaging in regular reflection, as discussed in earlier sections, aids in building resilience. By taking time to review your day, you gain insight into your reactions and decisions, allowing you to adjust your approach to future adversities. This practice fosters a mindset of continuous improvement and enhances your ability to bounce back from setbacks. In embracing resilience, we align ourselves with a fundamental Stoic tenet: the recognition that while we cannot dictate life's events, we can shape our experiences through our attitudes and responses. As we continue to explore the wisdom of Stoicism, let this principle be a guiding light, encouraging us to face life's challenges with courage, strength, and the unwavering belief in our capacity to endure and thrive. Have you ever paused to consider what truly matters most in your life? What values guide your choices each day? In a world that often emphasizes success measured by wealth, fame, or power, the Stoics offer a profoundly different perspective. They argue that the ultimate goal in life is not the accumulation of external achievements, but the pursuit of virtue. For them, virtue is the highest good and the guiding star for every decision. Stoic philosophers like Seneca believed that prioritizing virtue above all else leads not only to better decisions but also to a more fulfilling life. Virtue, in Stoic terms, encompasses qualities like wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. These are not mere abstract ideals, they are practical principles that can shape our daily lives. Seneca famously said, "The good we desire is in ourselves, and virtue cannot be taken away. It's our own which we can always regain." This emphasizes that true happiness and fulfillment come from within, from living a life aligned with one's deepest moral values. Imagine how differently our choices might look when guided by virtue. Consider an everyday situation like deciding whether to speak up when witnessing an injustice at work. A virtue-driven approach would prioritize justice and courage, compelling you to stand firm for what is right, even if it feels uncomfortable. In the long run, such decisions not only reinforce personal integrity, but also contribute to a more just environment for everyone. Another example might be how we handle relationships. When faced with a conflict with a loved one, a virtue-led decision would emphasize wisdom and empathy. Instead of reacting with anger, you might choose to listen actively and strive for understanding. This approach, guided by compassion and patience, can lead to stronger, more resilient relationships. The Stoics teach us that living a life focused on virtue requires consistent reflection and self-awareness. It's about regularly asking ourselves, am I living according to my principles? Do my actions reflect my true values? This introspection helps ensure that our decisions are not just reactive but are aligned with our core virtues. Reflect for a moment on your own life. What values are most important to you? How do these values manifest in your daily decisions? By identifying and prioritizing your own virtues, you create a framework that guides your actions and choices, even in complex or challenging situations. These personal virtues act as a compass, helping navigate the myriad of choices we face daily with integrity and purpose. As you ponder these questions, consider making a list of your core virtues. Write them down and keep them somewhere visible as a constant reminder of what you stand for. When decisions arise, refer to your list and ask yourself how each option aligns with these values. This practice not only clarifies decision-making but also reinforces a life of purpose and meaning. By embracing the Stoic principle of pursuing virtue above all else, we align ourselves with a timeless path of wisdom. Our decisions become more than momentary choices. They become expressions of our true character and commitments. As we continue exploring Stoic teachings, let the pursuit of virtue be our guiding light, a reminder that true fulfillment lies not in external accolades, but in living a life of moral integrity. Let's take a moment to think about some of the common fears that most of us grapple with. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, perhaps even fear of the unknown. These anxieties can be overwhelming, often paralyzing us into inaction or leading us to make overly cautious decisions that limit our potential. However, the Stoics offer us a powerful tool to navigate these fears: negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum. The practice of negative visualization involves deliberately contemplating the worst-case scenarios that could unfold in any situation. This may sound counterintuitive at first. Why focus on negative outcomes when we could think positively? Yet, the wisdom of this Stoic technique lies in its ability to desensitize us to fear and anxiety by preparing the mind for adversity. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the great Stoic philosophers, often reflected on potential misfortunes to fortify his mind. He believed this exercise allowed him to approach what life threw his way with a sense of calm readiness. Consider applying negative visualization to a career decision, like deciding whether to pursue an ambitious job opportunity. You might fear rejection, failure, or even not living up to expectations. By imagining these scenarios in detail, envisioning a potential rejection letter or the challenges of adapting to a new role, you prepare yourself emotionally and mentally. Rather than being caught off guard, you develop a mindset of resilience that enables you to handle these adversities with grace. The power of this practice lies in transforming our what-ifs from paralyzing fears into manageable possibilities. In personal life decisions, negative visualization can similarly aid clarity and courage. Picture a scenario where you're contemplating a significant move, like relocating to a new city for a fresh start. The uncertainties are vast. What if you don't make friends? What if the job doesn't work out as planned? By visualizing these outcomes, you can assess their true impact on your life. More often than not, this exercise reveals that the worst-case scenario is less daunting than initially perceived, freeing you to make bolder, more authentic choices. Reflection is key here. After engaging in negative visualization, consider how these worst-case scenarios might actually influence your current decisions. Are they as frightening as you thought? Often, this practice will highlight your resilience and resourcefulness, showing you that you can handle more than you initially believed. This insight encourages you to focus on proactive steps such as preparing more thoroughly for a job interview or researching your new city. That can prevent or mitigate these potential downsides. Negative visualization is not about dwelling on pessimism, but about cultivating a realistic and prepared mindset. It teaches us to embrace uncertainty with open arms, building a flexible and adaptable approach to life's challenges. By facing fears head-on rather than avoiding them, we gain a clearer perspective on what truly matters and what risks are worth taking. As we continue our journey through Stoic philosophy, let this practice of negative visualization remind us of our inherent strength and adaptability. By contemplating and preparing for the worst, we enhance our ability to make decisions that align with our deepest values and aspirations, free from the constraints of fear. In our modern era of endless choices and constant connectivity, life can often feel overwhelmingly complex. With technology at our fingertips and the barrage of information available 24/7, it's easy to become lost in a tangle of decisions and distractions. Amidst this whirlwind, the Stoic principle of embracing simplicity emerges as a beacon of clarity and calm, guiding us toward more meaningful and focused living. The Stoics, particularly Epictetus, emphasized the value of a simple life as a key to effective decision-making and inner peace. Epictetus wisely taught, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This perspective encourages us to strip away the superfluous layers of our lives, honing in on what truly matters. By reducing the noise and clutter, both physically and mentally, we can create a clearer path to navigate the decisions we face daily. Take a moment to consider the simplicity in lifestyle choices, such as the decision to limit material possessions. The minimalist movement, inspired by philosophies like Stoicism, epitomizes this practice. By choosing to own fewer belongings, individuals often report experiencing a newfound freedom and focus. With less to maintain and worry about, they can allocate their time and resources towards experiences, personal growth, and relationships, ultimately leading to more informed and meaningful choices. In the realm of career decisions, simplicity can be equally transformative. Picture an individual at a career crossroads, torn between pursuing a high-paying job that demands long hours and a simpler position that allows more time for family, creativity, or personal passions. A decision aligned with Stoic simplicity might favor the latter, prioritizing personal fulfillment and life balance over external measures of success. This choice creates space for greater contentment and reduces stress, as the individual is not constantly striving for more, but is instead savoring what they have. Now reflect on your own life. What areas could benefit from a shift towards simplicity? Perhaps it's decluttering your physical space to enhance focus and productivity. It might involve simplifying your daily schedule by prioritizing essential tasks or setting clear boundaries to protect your time. Or maybe it means simplifying relationships by fostering genuine connections while letting go of interactions that drain your energy. These adjustments, while seemingly small, can have a profound impact on your overall well-being and decision-making clarity. To start embracing simplicity, consider conducting a personal audit. Look at your current lifestyle and career choices. Are there aspects that feel overly complicated or burdensome? What steps can you take to simplify them? This might involve setting clearer priorities, eliminating unnecessary commitments, or focusing on activities that bring joy and peace. The goal is not to strip life of its richness, but to ensure that what remains truly enriches and fulfills you. As we continue on this journey of Stoic wisdom, let the practice of embracing simplicity guide us towards decisions that reflect our deepest values and desires. In a world that often equates complexity with progress, choosing simplicity is a radical act of clarity and focus. By opting for simplicity, we open ourselves to a life that is not only more manageable, but also more deeply satisfying and aligned with our personal truth. Gratitude is a simple yet transformative practice that holds the power to elevate our well-being and enhance the quality of our decisions. In the fast-paced rhythm of daily life, it's easy to overlook the wealth of goodness that surrounds us. However, by pausing to reflect on what we appreciate, we unlock a profound shift in perspective that can lead to more mindful and fulfilling choices. The Stoics, well aware of this power, held gratitude as a vital pillar of a flourishing life. Seneca, a towering figure in Stoicism, wisely remarked, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." This quote encapsulates the essence of gratitude, highlighting its role in shaping our inner state and interactions with the world. By nurturing a heart full of gratitude, we train ourselves to recognize abundance over scarcity, opportunity over limitation, which naturally guides us towards more positive and intentional decision-making. Let's delve into how gratitude can transform our everyday experiences and choices. Consider the realm of relationships. When we focus on what we appreciate about the people in our lives, we shift our attention from their flaws or the irritations we might encounter to their virtues and the joy they bring us. This not only deepens our connections but also influences how we choose to interact with others. Decisions born out of gratitude, such as offering forgiveness, patience, and understanding, enrich our relationships and our lives. Gratitude also plays a significant role in how we view our work and career decisions. By appreciating the skills we've developed, the opportunities we've had, and the support systems that have helped us along the way, we cultivate a sense of contentment and motivation. This mindset allows us to make career choices that align with our true interests and values, rather than chasing the next promotion or external validation. A practical approach to integrating gratitude into daily decision-making is through reflective practices. At the end of each day, take a few moments to jot down 3 things you are grateful for. These could range from the mundane, like the morning coffee that kickstarts your day, to the profound, such as the unwavering support of a loved one. This exercise helps anchor our attention on the positive aspects of our life, gradually reorienting our mindset towards appreciation and contentment. Reflect on the past week. Was there a time when feeling grateful influenced a decision you made? Perhaps it was as simple as choosing to write a thank you note to a colleague whose help you appreciated, or deciding to spend quality time with family over working late. These decisions, small though they may seem, build a life centered around gratitude and intentionality. By fostering a mindset of gratitude, we not only enhance our well-being but also cultivate a perspective that leads to wiser, more fulfilling decisions. As we continue to explore Stoic teachings, let gratitude serve as a reminder to focus on the abundance of goodness in our lives, guiding us to make choices that reflect this abundance and enrich our journey. By prioritizing gratitude, we create a ripple effect of positivity, influencing not just our decisions but the world around us. Imagine clutching a rope tightly, your hands gripping with all their might while the end of the rope dangles in the air. The tighter you hold, the more difficult it becomes to release. This is akin to the attachments we often form in life, whether they be to outcomes, possessions, or even expectations. Such attachments can cloud our judgment, tying us down with the weight of anxiety over what might happen or what we might lose. In contrast, the Stoic philosophy offers a liberating practice, the art of letting go. The Stoics, including the influential philosopher Marcus Aurelius, emphasized detachment as a path to clearer, more effective decision-making. Aurelius once wrote, "Receive without conceit, release without struggle." This wisdom encapsulates the essence of detachment, accepting what comes our way without clinginess and letting go without struggle. It's not about indifference or apathy, but rather about cultivating an inner tranquility that allows us to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and wisdom. Detachment from outcomes is particularly significant in the arena of career decisions. Imagine you're up for a promotion. Naturally, you desire to succeed, and this anticipation could easily become an attachment. You might start weighing every action and decision against its potential impact on getting the promotion, leading to stress and possibly compromising your integrity or well-being. However, by practicing detachment, you release this grip on the outcome. You focus instead on performing your best, aligning your actions with your values, and understanding that whatever the result, it doesn't define your worth or your future. This perspective not only reduces decision stress but often enhances performance, as it frees you from the paralyzing fear of failure. Similarly, in personal life, detachment plays a crucial role. Consider a relationship where one partner clings to the expectation of a specific future with the other. This attachment can create anxiety and friction, as each moment is lived in anticipation of an outcome. Practicing detachment, on the other hand, allows the relationship to be experienced in its present beauty without the pressure of future expectations. It encourages interactions based on genuine affection and understanding rather than fear of loss or disappointment. Reflect on your own experiences. Can you identify areas where attachment to specific outcomes has heightened stress or clouded your decision-making? How might letting go ease this burden? Perhaps it's in the pursuit of a goal where the fear of not achieving it has overshadowed the joy of working towards it. Or maybe it's in daily interactions where expectations lead to frustration instead of connection. By consciously embracing the art of letting go, we cultivate a mindset of openness and adaptability. This Stoic practice invites us to acknowledge that while we can control our efforts, we cannot always control the results. It encourages us to invest in the journey rather than obsessing over the destination, leading to decisions that are grounded in clarity and calm assurance. As we journey through the teachings of Stoicism, let the art of letting go remind us that true freedom lies not in holding tight but in releasing our grip. By adopting this practice, we open ourselves up to a life where decisions are made not from a place of fear or attachment, but from a space of wisdom and inner peace. Picture yourself in a grand library, one that holds the collective wisdom of generations past and present. Each book and scroll contains insights gleaned from countless lives, each page a tapestry of human experience. This imagery captures the essence of seeking wisdom from others, an idea profoundly cherished by the Stoics. They understood that while individual experience is important, tapping into the broader pool of human knowledge significantly enriches our decision-making process. Seneca, who was not only a philosopher but also a statesman and advisor, emphasized the value of learning from others. He once said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This simple yet powerful advice underlines the importance of surrounding ourselves with individuals who can offer guidance, new perspectives, and the benefit of their experiences. The Stoics knew that wisdom is not solely an individual pursuit, it's a collective journey enriched by shared knowledge. Consider the role mentors can play in career growth. Imagine you're at a crossroads in your professional life, deciding whether to take a risk on a new venture or stay in a stable but unfulfilling role. A mentor who has navigated similar challenges can offer invaluable insights, perhaps sharing how they approached similar decisions, what they learned, and what they might do differently. This doesn't mean blindly following advice, but integrating these perspectives into your decision-making process. By learning from those who have walked the path before you, you gain foresight and clarity that might be elusive otherwise. Peers also play a vital role in this collective wisdom. Engaging in discussions or collaborative projects can spark ideas and solutions that hadn't been considered alone. These interactions might reveal blind spots in our thinking or highlight alternative strategies that could be more effective. For instance, in a team-based workplace, bouncing ideas off colleagues can lead to innovative solutions and well-rounded decisions that benefit from diverse viewpoints. Let's reflect on personal experiences where the wisdom of others influenced your choices. Recall a moment when advice or a shared experience from a friend, colleague, or even a family member helped shape a significant decision. Perhaps it was moving to a new city, choosing an educational path, or navigating a complex relationship. In these instances, others' insights can provide the reassurance or fresh perspective needed to move forward with confidence. To actively seek wisdom from others, consider adopting practices such as regular networking, joining professional groups, or even participating in community forums. These platforms not only offer opportunities to learn but also to share your own experiences, contributing back to the collective pool of knowledge. Remember, wisdom is both received and offered. By valuing and seeking out the wisdom of others, we enrich our decision-making processes and enhance our personal growth. This Stoic practice reminds us that while the path to wisdom is uniquely personal, it is also beautifully communal. Through the shared stories and insights of others, we forge a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world, leading to decisions that are more informed, empathetic, and aligned with our true purpose. As we continue exploring the profound teachings of Stoicism, let us embrace the idea that wisdom grows stronger when shared. By seeking and valuing the experiences of others, we not only improve our own lives but contribute to a more understanding and knowledgeable community. Have you ever found yourself reaching for that extra slice of cake despite your resolve to stick to a healthier diet plan? Or maybe you've been tempted to splurge on an impulse buy, even though you're saving for something important. These moments of impulse can often lead us astray, veering our decisions away from long-term goals. It is in these everyday choices that the practice of self-control becomes vital. The Stoics, with their commitment to reasoned living, regarded self-discipline as a pivotal aspect of sound decision-making. To them, self-control wasn't about deprivation but about aligning actions with one's values and intentions. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, emphasized this, teaching that true freedom is the result of self-mastery. He often said, "No person is free who is not master of themselves." This statement underscores the belief that without control over our desires and impulses, we are at the mercy of external circumstances, unable to make decisions that truly serve our best interests. To understand the role of self-control in daily life, let's look at a relatable scenario: dietary choices. Many of us set dietary goals aspiring to eat more healthily. Yet, when faced with delectable but unhealthy food options, the challenge to our self-control becomes apparent. It's in these moments that practicing restraint is crucial. By exercising discipline, we make decisions that support our health goals, leading to lasting benefits. This doesn't mean we must always deny ourselves. Rather, it's about making mindful choices that align with our broader objectives. Financial planning is another area where self-control plays a significant role. Imagine you are saving for a significant life goal, like purchasing a house or taking a dream vacation. The temptation to indulge in smaller, impulsive purchases can be strong. Practicing self-control means recognizing these urges and choosing to prioritize long-term satisfaction over immediate gratification. By consistently exercising discipline in spending, you pave the way for achieving your financial aspirations. Engaging in self-control also enhances our emotional intelligence. In interpersonal interactions, impulses often manifest as quick judgments or reactive comments that can be damaging. By applying restraint, we allow ourselves the space to respond thoughtfully, fostering healthier relationships and constructive communication. Reflect for a moment on your daily life. How often do impulse decisions derail your intentions? Assessing our level of self-control in everyday decisions is key. Perhaps start by pinpointing specific areas where impulsivity tends to creep in. Is it in your finances, diet, or interactions with others? Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards cultivating greater discipline. To strengthen self-control, consider implementing small, actionable steps. Set clear goals and remind yourself of your priorities regularly. Practice mindfulness to become more aware of impulse triggers and learn to pause before reacting. Over time, these practices not only enhance self-discipline but also lead to more empowered and intentional decision-making. As we continue exploring Stoic wisdom, let the practice of self-control remind us that true freedom and fulfillment come from making choices that reflect our deepest values and aspirations. By mastering our impulses, we align our actions with our long-term goals, fostering a life of purpose and authenticity. Imagine this: you're in the midst of a heated discussion with a close friend or partner. Emotions are running high and words fly out of your mouth before you've even had a chance to think them through. Later, as the dust settles, you might find yourself wishing you had approached the situation differently. Emotional decisions like these, driven by the heat of the moment, often have the power to shape our relationships and life paths in ways we might not anticipate. This is where Stoicism, with its emphasis on balancing passion with reason, offers valuable guidance. The Stoics did not advocate for the suppression of emotions. Rather, they insisted on the importance of understanding and managing them through rational thought. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, wisely advised, "The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable." This highlights how unchecked emotions, particularly anxiety, can cloud our judgment and happiness. The Stoics believed that by weaving rationality into our emotional responses, we can make decisions that are both heartfelt and wise. Let's explore how this balance plays out in personal relationships. Picture a scenario where you receive unexpected criticism from a loved one. Your initial emotional response might be defensiveness or hurt, yet by incorporating Stoic principles, you pause to reflect before reacting. You consider the intent behind the criticism and whether it carries any merit. This blend of passion and reason allows for a response that seeks resolution and understanding rather than escalating to conflict. By choosing to engage with rational thought, you protect the integrity of the relationship and foster a stronger bond. Career decisions often present another arena where emotions and rational thought intersect. Consider the emotional allure of accepting a high-paying job offer. The prestige and the potential lifestyle changes can spark excitement and desire. However, a Stoic approach encourages you to balance these emotions with rational evaluation. Does the role align with your values and long-term goals? What about the work-life balance and company culture? By thoughtfully weighing these factors against the immediate emotional thrill, you make a decision that supports your overall well-being rather than one driven solely by momentary excitement. As you reflect on your recent decisions, consider the role emotions played. Were there times when passion overshadowed reason, or when rational thought prevented an emotional impulse that might have led to regret? Recognizing this interplay between emotion and reason can illuminate areas for personal growth and enhance future decision-making. To practice balancing passion with reason, start by cultivating self-awareness. Mindfulness exercises can help you become more attuned to your emotional states, providing the pause necessary to engage your rational mind. Additionally, when faced with decisions, take a step back to analyze the emotional factors at play and assess how they align with rational considerations. This practice fosters a balanced approach where emotions enrich your experiences without overpowering them. Incorporating Stoic wisdom into our daily lives enriches the quality of our decisions, ensuring they reflect both the depth of our emotions and the clarity of our rational minds. As we explore the teachings of Stoicism, let the balance of passion and reason guide us towards choices that are both heartfelt and wise, allowing us to navigate life's complexities with grace and integrity. In a world where bigger often seems better and the chase for more is relentless, it's easy to find yourself caught up in the desire for endless accumulation. Society constantly pushes us to covet the next big thing, whether it's the latest gadget, a bigger house, or a more prestigious job title. Yet, the Stoic philosophy invites us to pause and contemplate the value of contentment. Contentment, as the Stoics teach, is not about settling for less. Rather, it is about appreciating what we have and finding joy in the present. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor known for his remarkable writings in Meditations, offers profound insights on the practice of contentment. He once wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This perspective suggests that the key to happiness and satisfaction lies not in external acquisitions but in our internal attitudes and perceptions. Consider, for instance, how this practice of contentment impacts lifestyle choices. In a consumer-driven culture, it is common to feel pressured to keep up with social norms around material wealth, fancy cars, the latest gadgets, or luxury vacations. However, the Stoic practice of contentment encourages a shift in focus from external possessions to internal fulfillment. By appreciating the quality rather than the quantity of our possessions and experiences, we can make more deliberate lifestyle choices that reflect our true needs and values. This perspective not only alleviates stress but fosters a profound sense of peace and satisfaction. In the realm of career satisfaction, contentment becomes equally transformative. Many people find themselves in a perpetual race for promotions and titles, driven by the belief that reaching the next rung on the corporate ladder will bring happiness. However, the Stoics argue that true contentment comes from finding meaning and purpose in the work itself, rather than the accolades it brings. By cultivating gratitude for the opportunities we have and focusing on the intrinsic rewards of our work, such as personal growth, skill development, or contributing to a greater good, we align our career paths with our authentic aspirations. Reflect for a moment on the areas of your life where contentment has or could shift your decision-making. Perhaps there's a time when you chose to prioritize family time over working overtime, valuing relationships and personal moments over material gain. Or maybe you decided to pursue a passion project that offered personal satisfaction, even if it didn't come with a lucrative paycheck. These decisions, guided by contentment, reinforce the Stoic belief that happiness lies in our perspectives, not in our possessions. To integrate the practice of contentment into your life, start by consciously recognizing and appreciating the abundance that already exists around you. This might involve daily exercises in gratitude, where you reflect on positive aspects of your day or give thanks for the small joys that often go unnoticed. Such practices cultivate a mindset that prioritizes fulfillment over acquisition, guiding you toward decisions that reflect true contentment. The Stoic principle of contentment challenges the conventional narrative of more is better, offering instead a path to deeper, more meaningful satisfaction. As we continue our exploration of Stoic teachings, let the practice of contentment remind us that true wealth is found in appreciating the present, not in the endless pursuit of more. By embracing contentment, we make decisions rooted in gratitude and joy, leading to a life of genuine fulfillment and tranquility. Imagine standing on a quiet hillside under a vast starlit sky. As you gaze upward, each star a distant world in an expansive universe, your own worries and decisions suddenly feel smaller, less overwhelming. This moment of wonder captures the essence of adopting a cosmic perspective, a practice the Stoics held dear, which infuses our decision-making with humility and clarity. Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher king revered for his introspective writings, often reflected on the significance of viewing life through the lens of the cosmos. In Meditations, he wrote, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." This sentiment encourages us to step back and consider the greater context in which our lives unfold. By doing so, we can gain perspective on our decisions, realizing they are but small threads in the grand tapestry of the universe. Applying a cosmic perspective to decision-making invites us to evaluate our choices not just in terms of immediate impact, but also in how they resonate with the broader, universal principles of interconnectedness and purpose. Consider a career decision, for instance. When weighing job offers, it's easy to focus primarily on salary, title, or location. However, from a cosmic perspective, one might also consider how each role contributes to the greater good or aligns with one's values and life's purpose. This expansive view can transform a seemingly mundane career choice into one that is deeply fulfilling and aligned with something larger than oneself. In personal life, adopting a cosmic perspective can be particularly transformative during moments of conflict or stress. Imagine a situation where you're facing a disagreement with a friend or family member. Emotions run high, and it's easy to become entrenched in one's viewpoint. However, by stepping back and considering the situation from a broader, cosmic perspective, the immediate importance of the conflict diminishes. You might recognize shared human experiences and a sense of interconnectedness that transcends the issue at hand. This perspective can inspire empathy and a desire for harmony, guiding you to decisions that prioritize long-term relationships over short-term victories. Reflect on your own life for a moment. How often do you pause to consider the bigger picture when making decisions? Are there choices where stepping back and viewing them through the vast lens of the universe might have led to different outcomes? This reflection can reveal patterns and insights, helping you to integrate a cosmic perspective more consciously into your daily life. To cultivate this mindset, start by regularly engaging in activities that naturally broaden your perspective. Spend time in nature where the serenity and immensity of the natural world can remind you of the larger context in which we all exist. Practice mindfulness or meditation, focusing on your place in the larger scheme of things. These practices can ground you in the present while connecting you to the universe's vastness, encouraging decisions that are thoughtful and well considered. By adopting a cosmic perspective, we not only gain clarity in our decisions but also a profound sense of peace and purpose. This Stoic practice reminds us that while our individual lives are unique, they are part of something far greater. As we continue our exploration of Stoic wisdom, let this cosmic perspective guide us towards decisions that reflect the beauty and interconnectedness of the universe, enriching our lives and the lives of those around us. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, stress has become a constant companion for many of us. Whether it's the pressure to meet deadlines, the noise of endless notifications, or the ever-present demands of balancing work, family, and personal aspirations, the pace of contemporary living can often feel overwhelming. Amidst this whirlwind, cultivating inner peace emerges not just as a desirable state, but as a crucial foundation for clear and effective decision-making. The Stoics, with their deep understanding of human nature, champion the pursuit of inner peace as a core element of their philosophy. Epictetus, one of Stoicism's most influential teachers, often spoke of the importance of maintaining tranquility within. He taught that true peace comes from aligning one's will with the natural order of the world and accepting what lies beyond our control. Seek not the good in external things, Epictetus advised, seek it in yourselves. This guiding principle encourages us to turn inward, finding serenity not in external circumstances but through inner acceptance and understanding. Applying this Stoic pursuit of peace to stress management offers profound benefits. Consider the daily choices we make when under pressure, how easy it is to react emotionally, make hasty decisions, or become overwhelmed by anxiety and doubt. However, when we cultivate inner peace, we create a mental space where stress can be processed more calmly and rationally. It's about building a stable foundation, so when life's inevitable challenges arise, we're able to respond with clarity and poise rather than fear and panic. One practical method to foster inner peace in your life is through mindfulness meditation, a practice that aligns well with Stoic teachings. By setting aside time each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath, you develop a deeper awareness of your thoughts and emotions. This regular practice can help you recognize the transient nature of stress, allowing you to detach from the immediacy of modern life's pressures and find calmness within. Another approach is to simplify your daily routines. Choose to declutter both your physical space and your mental clutter. Prioritize your commitments and practice saying no to activities that do not serve your peace. By reducing unnecessary distractions, you create room for inner tranquility and thoughtful decision-making. This simplicity not only calms the mind but also ensures that your energy is directed towards what truly matters. As you reflect on your journey, consider the practices that have already contributed to your inner peace. Have you found solace in nature, perhaps taking regular walks in the park where the beauty of the natural world helps you to recalibrate? Or maybe journaling is your sanctuary, a place where you can pour out thoughts and emotions, gaining clarity and perspective. Recognizing these practices can reinforce their value and inspire you to cultivate them further. Inner peace is not a destination but a continual practice, a journey that requires patience and persistence. By embracing the Stoic pursuit of tranquility, we empower ourselves to make decisions that are not only clear and effective but also aligned with our deepest values and aspirations. Let the teachings of Epictetus and the wisdom of the Stoics guide you towards a life where peace within becomes the bedrock upon which all decisions are made, enriching your journey with balance, purpose, and harmony. Imagine a world where every interaction you have is infused with deep understanding and empathy. In this world, conflicts dissolve more easily, relationships flourish, and decision-making becomes a more inclusive, thoughtful process. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, serves as a bridge connecting us to others' experiences and perspectives. The Stoics, with their commitment to living harmoniously with nature and fellow humans, recognized the transformative power of empathy in relationships and decision-making. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, offers us profound insight into the role of empathy. He wrote extensively about the importance of putting oneself in another's shoes, recognizing our shared humanity. Seneca believed that empathy was essential for cultivating virtues like patience, kindness, and wisdom, virtues that underpin sound decisions and meaningful connections. He once noted, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness." This powerful statement captures how practicing empathy and understanding creates opportunities for positive, impactful interactions. In the context of conflict resolution, empathy can significantly alter outcomes. Consider a workplace scenario where a team faces disagreement over a project's direction. Emotions may run high, with each member advocating for their perspective. By applying empathy, individuals can pause and genuinely listen to one another, seeking to understand the reasoning and emotions underlying differing viewpoints. This empathetic approach not only diffuses tension, but also opens doors to collaborative solutions that might not have emerged in an adversarial setting. When team members feel heard and valued, they are more likely to contribute constructively, leading to decisions that benefit from diverse insights and strengths. Collaboration, both in personal and professional realms, also thrives on empathy. Imagine two departments in a company with historically different priorities needing to work together on a new initiative. By fostering an environment of mutual understanding, where each party is encouraged to express their needs and challenges openly, collaboration becomes more fluid and effective. This empathetic foundation ensures that all voices are considered, and decisions are made with a comprehensive understanding of the collective goals and constraints. Reflecting on decisions improved by empathy, think about a time when you faced a personal conflict, perhaps a disagreement with a friend or family member. How did empathy shape the outcome? By choosing to listen actively and acknowledge the other person's feelings, you likely shifted the dynamic from confrontation to conversation. This empathetic engagement fosters trust and respect, essential components for resolving conflicts and making decisions that honor everyone involved. To cultivate empathy, start by practicing active listening in your day-to-day interactions. Focus intently on what the other person is saying without immediately planning your response. Validate their feelings and ask questions that encourage deeper communication. This practice not only enriches your understanding, but also demonstrates a genuine interest in others' experiences. Moreover, consider adopting empathic reflection as part of your decision-making process. Before finalizing a choice, reflect on how it might affect those involved. Try to understand their perspectives and anticipate their reactions. This empathic foresight can guide you to decisions that are not only effective but also compassionate and considerate. By integrating empathy and understanding into our lives, we align ourselves with a core Stoic principle: living in harmony with others. As we continue our exploration of Stoic wisdom, let empathy serve as a guiding force in our interactions and decisions. In doing so, we not only improve our relationships but also create a more thoughtful, connected world where decisions are made with both heart and mind, reflecting the shared human experience. Change is one of the only constants in our lives, an inevitable force that touches everything we do. Whether it's the slow march of the seasons, the evolution of our careers, or the shifts in our personal relationships, change is always present. Yet, despite its constancy, change can often feel unsettling and challenging to embrace. The Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, offer us a perspective that can transform how we perceive and navigate change. They teach us to accept and even welcome change as an essential element of life that can lead to better decision-making and personal growth. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most prominent Stoic philosophers and a Roman emperor, provides a guiding principle on adaptability in the face of change. He famously said, "Adapt yourself to the life you have been given, and truly love the people with whom destiny has surrounded you." This advice captures the essence of Stoic acceptance. It's about understanding that change is neither inherently good nor bad, but rather an opportunity to adapt and grow. By embracing change, we align ourselves with the flow of life rather than resisting it, thereby making decisions that are more harmonious and informed. Consider the example of career changes. Many people face situations where their professional lives take unexpected turns, perhaps a job loss, a new opportunity in a different city, or a shift in industry trends. Such transitions can trigger fear and anxiety as they disrupt the familiar rhythms of life. However, by adopting a Stoic mindset, one can view these changes not as setbacks but as opportunities for recalibration and growth. For instance, a layoff might initially seem devastating, but it can also open doors to pursuing long-held passions or discovering new talents. By accepting the change and adapting to it, individuals can make decisions that lead to fulfilling and engaging career paths. In personal life, change often presents itself through transitions like moving to a new city, starting a family, or even dealing with the end of a relationship. These moments, while potentially difficult, are also rich with possibilities. Imagine someone relocating for a partner's job. Initially, the move might evoke feelings of loss or apprehension about leaving friends and familiar surroundings. Yet, by embracing this change, one might discover new communities, hobbies, and experiences that enrich their life in ways previously unimaginable. This adaptability not only helps in making smoother transitions but also deepens and enriches personal growth. Reflect on your own life for a moment. What recent changes have you faced and how did you adapt? Perhaps there was a change in your work environment due to remote working trends, or a shift in personal circumstances like starting or ending a significant relationship. Consider how embracing these changes rather than resisting them might have led to new opportunities or insights. Acknowledging how adaptability has played a role in managing these shifts can offer valuable lessons for future decisions. To cultivate a mindset that embraces change, practice flexibility in your daily routines. Try new activities, challenge your comfort zones, and remain open to learning from unexpected experiences. Embrace the idea that change is not something to fear but to explore, knowing that each transition brings with it new opportunities for personal and professional growth. In embracing change, we live the Stoic principle of harmony with the natural world, recognizing that just as nature evolves, so must we. Let this final lesson from the Stoics inspire us to meet change with an open heart and a curious mind, ready to adapt and thrive in the ever-changing landscape of life. Have you ever sat down and asked yourself, what are my true goals in life? This question, though simple, can be profoundly transformative. It acts like a beacon, illuminating the path before us and guiding our decisions with clarity and intention. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, having a clear purpose is not just a motivational tool. It is a foundational element that informs every decision, ensuring they align with our deepest values and aspirations. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, emphasized the importance of living with purpose and intention. He famously advised, if one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. This quote encapsulates the essence of purposeful living. Without a clear direction, we drift aimlessly at the mercy of external circumstances. Purpose gives our lives structure and meaning, transforming everyday choices into deliberate actions that propel us toward our desired future. To see how a clear purpose influences decision-making, consider the process of setting life priorities. Imagine someone who recognizes their purpose as contributing positively to their community. This overarching goal naturally informs the decisions they make, whether it's choosing a career in social work, volunteering with local organizations, or simply taking time to engage in community-building activities. Every decision, big or small, serves this greater purpose, leading to a life that feels cohesive and fulfilling. Similarly, having a purpose can dramatically shape career directions. Take the example of an individual whose purpose is to promote environmental sustainability. This guiding principle might lead them to pursue a career in environmental science, advocate for green policies, or work for companies committed to sustainability. Each career move is not just about climbing the corporate ladder, but about contributing to a cause they deeply care about, which in turn fosters motivation and satisfaction. Reflect for a moment on your guiding purposes. What are the goals or values that shape your life? How do they influence the decisions you make, whether in choosing a career, forming relationships, or managing your daily activities? Recognizing your purpose is the first step in making decisions that align with your true self, leading to a more authentic and rewarding life. To hone in on your purpose, start by setting aside time for introspection. Consider what activities make you feel most fulfilled, what values are non-negotiable, and what legacy you wish to leave behind. Write down these reflections and revisit them regularly, using them as a compass to guide your decisions. This practice not only clarifies your purpose but serves as a constant reminder to stay true to it, especially when faced with choices that might lead you astray. Moreover, purpose doesn't need to be grandiose or world-changing. It can be as simple as striving to be a loving parent, a reliable friend, or an honest professional. What matters is that it resonates with you and guides your actions in a way that feels true and meaningful. In focusing on purpose, we unlock the power to make decisions that are not only aligned with our values but also contribute to a life of fulfillment and meaning. Let Seneca's wisdom inspire you to navigate your journey with clarity and intention, ensuring that every choice you make is a step towards the life you envision. As we continue our exploration of Stoic philosophy, let purpose guide us in creating lives that are not just lived but lived well. As we conclude this journey through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, let's take a moment to revisit the practices we've explored and their profound impact on decision-making. By weaving these ancient teachings into the fabric of our daily lives, we enhance our ability to make choices that are not only informed but deeply aligned with our values and aspirations. We began with the practice of presence, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, reminding us to live in the moment. This focus on the present allows us to face each decision with clarity and mindfulness, reducing the noise of past regrets and future anxieties. By embracing the present, we sharpen our awareness and cultivate a deep appreciation for the experiences unfolding before us, leading to decisions that reflect our true intentions. Resilience, another vital Stoic practice, equips us to handle life's inevitable challenges with strength and grace. By anticipating obstacles and preparing our minds to accept and adapt, we transform adversity into opportunity. This resilience doesn't just fortify us against external difficulties, it enriches our internal landscape, making us more capable of handling the unexpected with composure and wisdom. Acceptance, the third practice we explored, teaches us to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. By focusing our energy on our responses rather than external circumstances, we relieve ourselves of unnecessary stress. This acceptance empowers us to make decisions from a place of calm and clarity, freeing us to focus on what truly matters. Embracing these Stoic practices fosters a life of purpose and intentionality. As we navigate the complexities of modern living, they serve as guiding principles, helping us steer through the stormy seas of decision-making with a steady hand. These teachings invite us to look beyond the immediate and the tangible, encouraging us to consider the broader implications of our choices and their alignment with our core values. On this note, let's conclude with an inspiring quote from Marcus Aurelius, a paragon of Stoic wisdom. "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This reflection is a powerful reminder that the path to a fulfilling and purposeful life begins within. By nurturing thoughts that are aligned with our deepest values and aspirations, we shape our lives in ways that are truly meaningful and rewarding. Now, we invite you to reflect on how these practices might transform your own life and decision-making processes. Consider the decisions you face today or in the near future. How might presence, resilience, and acceptance offer new perspectives or solutions? We encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Join our community and engage in meaningful discussions as we explore the intersections of ancient wisdom and modern life together. If you found this exploration of Stoic philosophy valuable, please subscribe to our channel for more insights and tips on living a life marked by purpose and wisdom. Your support enables us to continue sharing content that inspires and educates. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue to learn and grow together.